Hello there. Welcome back to another video on the channel. We have a lot of exciting news about Battlefront 3 covered in this video, as well as more upcoming Star Wars games from EA, as well as covering some new leaks and revisiting some old ones, because some of the old leaks apparently have started to become very, very true. But before we go ahead and cover all this exciting news today in this brand new video, I want to encourage you guys that if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, because it really does let me know that you guys are enjoying this content and you're supporting the channel as well. So once again, if you're new, consider subscribing, and if you enjoy this video, be sure to leave it a like, as it lets me know that you guys enjoy these videos, and it just gives me a lot of great feedback, as well as leaving a comment as well. But with that all out of the way, let's go ahead and dive straight into the news for today. Like I said, we got a lot of exciting things to cover, and let's get right into it. So the first piece of news today comes from a Reddit post talking about the Aspyr Media is apparently the studio who is handling the KOTOR remake, and this was confirmed by Jason Schreier on a forum post. Now, as we know, Jason Schreier is a very reliable gaming journalist and leaker who has gotten a lot of information right in the past before, and the fact that now that he is also reporting on this new studio Aspyr, who, like I made a video about earlier, is hiring a bunch of ex-BioWare devs to work on a project, is now being basically confirmed to be a KOTOR project. So that's exciting news. We're getting a new KOTOR game, whether it's a remake or KOTOR 3. I'm down for whatever. And with that, I mean, I'm just excited because, you know, I played a little bit of the first KOTOR and I really enjoyed it. So to get a new one is just going to be an awesome experience. But that's not all the news we have for this video. We had EA had its earnings call earlier this week, and they brought up a lot of interesting information about upcoming games, specifically Star Wars games, and more. Now, unfortunately, in the call, nothing was really brought up about upcoming Star Wars projects by Andrew Wilson. However, during the Q&A session of this conference call, somebody was able to ask him a question about upcoming Star Wars projects, talking about what they're working on, and this is what the CEO of EA had to say. So Andrew Wilson goes on to mention that, I'm going to read this direct quote from him. Yes, so let's jump into the context of Star Wars. We won't be announcing new things here, but what I would say is if you look at our history with Star Wars, we've had a long and very profitable relationship. First with LucasArts, and then with Lucasfilm, and then with Lucasfilm as a part of Disney. We've generated a number of great franchises: Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, Galaxy of Heroes, Battlefront, Fallen Order, and most recently Squadrons. And that represents over 3 billion life-to-date net bookings and 52 million games sold, and Galaxy of Heroes is a $1 billion franchise. And we've established a very strong part of that franchise, and you should expect that we will continue to invest in those, as well as some new experiences across platforms for the future. So I think what people are really missing here with this quote by Andrew Wilson isn't the main context of what he's saying, but really the last sentence that Andrew Wilson mentions is a very, very good sign, and in my opinion really confirms sequels to a bunch of those Star Wars games, including Star Wars Battlefront 3. Specifically, when Andrew Wilson says, we've established a very strong part of that franchise, and you should expect that we will continue to invest in those, as well as new experiences across platforms for the future. So invest in those means investing in the game, series they've already made, like Battlefront and Fallen Order and Squadrons, and new experiences refer to new video games, original Star Wars games. So basically, that confirms Battlefront 3 and a bunch of other sequels. EA is saying, hey, we're committed to these titles, we're committed to making these games and making sequels, we're also committed to making new Star Wars games. So hearing this, I think a lot of people just brush this over, but I don't feel like I'm looking into this too much, and I feel like this is exactly what Andrew Wilson is saying. So to me, this is Battlefront 3, and I couldn't be happier right now. So with that being said, we did get some other interesting news in this earnings call, specifically about Battlefield 6. And why am I bringing up Battlefield 6? Well, I'll get to that in a moment, but this is our first details about Battlefield 6. We're looking forward to sharing a lot more about our fiscal year 2022 plans in the month ahead, including our next Battlefield experience, which will mark a return to all-out military warfare. The game takes full advantage of the power of next-generation platforms to bring massive immersive battles to life with more players than ever before. Featuring maps with unprecedented scale, the next edition of Battlefield takes all the destruction, player, agency, vehicle, and weapon combat that the franchise is known for, and elevates it to another level. The team is focused and the game is ahead of our internal milestones. We will reveal the game in the spring and deliver a defined Battlefield experience for our players in the holiday 2021 season. So, wow, that is a lot to take in. So there had been some rumors that Battlefield 6 was going to have 128 players in the games, and I think that that is a really possible, leak that's going to be true. And, hearing this unprecedented scale and more players than ever really makes me think that my video talking about how DICE is setting this technology up for future use with other games is true. If Battlefield 6 is successful with this technology, then Battlefront 3 will be possible. I really believe space to ground and that kind of thing is going to be very possible. But and I really hope this Battlefield is Bad Company 3 because, I really want Bad Company 3. I'm excited for the Modern Warfare aspect, and I can't wait for that game to come out. But I'm going to bring you guys' attention to a leak that I covered recently from Not Dev Inside Your Head on Reddit, specifically this Yes Battlefront 3 is Happening post that they posted 19 days ago on Reddit, because some interesting details came from that leak, and specifically, Not Dev Inside Your Head, the leaker, talked about how EA was going to officially reveal Battlefield 6 in February. Now, he said that we would get our first look. They said we would get our first look in February, and to my knowledge, this is technically our first look at Battlefield 6. This is the first, description of the game, how it's going to take, full, control of the next-gen hardware. It's going to be Modern Warfare. It's going to have more destruction than ever. We did have a tease at EA Play last year, but this was our first in-depth corporate discussion of Battlefield 6. So there was also, Not Dev Inside Your Head talked about how the game's going to release this holiday season, which again, the conference call confirmed that yes, Battlefield 6 is releasing holiday 2021, and that it was officially unveiled, as you say, in February, and there's going to be more to discuss about it in the spring and the months ahead. So I really think that this little Battlefield thing coming true is giving this leak about Battlefront 3 a lot more credibility. Now, as I say with all my leaks that I report on and rumors, this is not official, so take it with a grain of salt. But if this Battlefield reveal is technically true, the game was technically talked about, first discussed in February with more detail than it got at EA Play, and we do get the reveal in the spring, then this Battlefront 3 leak that said that we would get a logo tease on April 20th or at EA Play, I think is very, very true. I'm expecting a Battlefront 3 logo this year, whether it's at, the April 20th event, whatever that is, or EA Play. And honestly, if I don't see a Battlefront 3 logo, I'm going to be very disappointed with EA. I don't know. I'd just be so upset because really, Battlefront 3 is a game that I've just been wanting since I was, a 7-year-old kid watching the Battlefront 3 canceled footage and seeing a Jedi Starfighter fly up to a Venator and into space. Man, I just dreamed about playing that game when I was a kid, and I still dream about it. But I'm going to be making a lot of videos coming up in the next couple of days talking about what I'd want to see in a Battlefront 3. You guys have left me a lot of great comments talking about that, as well as, asking my opinions of what I'd like to see. And so instead of making one giant video, I'm going to be splitting my thoughts into short videos, because I feel like if I made a Battlefront 3 video discussing everything I wanted, it'd be 3 hours long. So instead, I'm going to split it up into 8-minute fragments talking about different topics throughout each video, from heroes to the sandbox design to the lightsaber combat to galactic conquest to space to ground to vehicle combat, classes, that kind of stuff. So you can expect that kind of a series to start coming up, as well as, I'm still going to be covering all the upcoming Star Wars games and rumors and stuff. So once again, if you guys want to be sure that you're up to date on all of the news for Battlefront 3 as well as other upcoming Star Wars games, please consider subscribing to the channel if you're new. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I really do appreciate you guys and your support. And, if you guys could like the video, if you guys enjoyed this video, I really would appreciate it, and leave a comment discussing with me about what do you guys think about this Battlefront 3 leak, and what do you guys think about this EA conference call. Do you guys think Battlefront 3 is going to get announced this year? I really hope so. Let me know in the comments below. Once again, consider subscribing if you're new, like the video if you liked it, leave a comment. I read all my comments. I appreciate you guys so much. The support on the channel really has been just a dream, and I really am really blessed that I get to do this and you guys enjoy my content. I feel like this is going to be a great year for Star Wars, especially Star Wars games, and I'm just so excited for it. Let me know what you guys are excited for in the comments below. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring this video to a close. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Do it. Do it. Do it. I am the Senate. Do it.